Hello, welcome to third episode. So today we'll still be talking about Sofi as usual. And then if you do recall, on the 31st of July, Sofi announced earnings and the stock went highest to 1170 and it closed up 19.9% here. So actually that day I made some trades. Actually I sold at about 1120, no, sold at 1150, bought at 1120. So I did it a few times. Earned about 2k swing trades there. Okay. And then I sold off the shares. Not because I'm trying, not because I'm playing the stock or anything or lost faith in it. Just that it has always been this case where SoFi always falls after earnings. So if you look at, I think this was the previous earnings that you can see at E, and then it opened high and then it just crashed down. And if you go back in time, right, it's always the same pattern. So that's why I sold, but I thought that they will fall back down, but it didn't. Uh, and I sold off all the shares I had to swing the trade, and then I sold quite a lot of puts. Yeah. So I sold off puts, thinking that week it wouldn't drop back down. I sold out the puts at about I sold off one at 10.50 and another one at $10. So if you look at my spreadsheet, right? Actually, I have the spreadsheet. Yep, I sold them 11 and $10. Okay, so I didn't really make a loss. My losses were maybe in total about $500. No, sorry, $300. So $300 of losses because I didn't expect for it to crash so much. However, if I held the stock, then I would have lost even more. So that's okay. And then yeah, actually this spreadsheet tracks my weekly options that I play. So far I'm still up about 5k Sing dollars. Every week I sell calls on my stock. Okay, so this week you see I sold it at 12.50, which is like a sure earn to me. Because the stock was at 9.50, like that's thereabouts. And then I don't think at end of the week it'll go to 12.50. So I sold a 1 cent option, it netted like more than $200. So if you see, right, actually, cause I sold SoFi, I previously only had like 12,000 shares to play with. Now I've transferred my stocks from FSM1 over to SoFi after selling. So through this, my share count has went up to 16,000 plus. I still have shares in TD Ameritrade, which the one I used to sell puts, which is here. So I sold some puts. Usually they are long dated puts. So this one, 750, for January, I think I'm quite sure I'll earn this put, even though SoFi has dropped recently, quite low. If you look at it, we actually went all the way down. Now we closed at 865. But I'm expecting a rebound. Especially this $8 range, which has shown to be a great support. I think we'll definitely bounce off this and go back in. Even within the Bollinger Band, right, there is support at 41 thereabouts. So I'm not worried. Even if the shares do go down, right, I'm more than willing to buy because moving forward, there's so many tailwinds that we can see for SoFi stock. Okay, so okay, next let's take a look at SoFi's earnings for Q2 2023. If you watch like online, there's a lot of YouTubers talking about SoFi. So unlike them, I'm not thinking that it was such a super amazing quarter. I believe, yeah, because for me, okay, so I'll explain why. So okay, so for members, increase in members, right, 584k is well above my estimates. I expected about 500k, okay, to 6.1 million, but they went to 6.24 million. So this was amazing quarter, and it's working towards what Anthony Dotto said, 800,000 quarters or 1 million members per quarter. Okay, and then for products, okay, they did a great growth of almost 10% quarter over quarter. That's good. For lending, okay, that rose as well. And then for financial products also went up decently. So all these are all good. If we look at student loan, so this one is the one that I was expecting better. I was expecting about 500 million again. But no, it went quite a big drop. So I'm expecting in quarter three, where actually the student moratorium actually should end. Okay, so that one we should see an uptick. Okay, so I'm expecting this to really rise to quarter Q4 and back to pre-COVID numbers. And then for personal loans, okay, we rose by a lot. Actually, this made me more of the cautious side because I was thinking that hedge funds are going to use this as what a huge rise in personal loans, and then riskier, you cannot sell the loans, and then you're going to use this to mark us down again, but they didn't. So the stock actually went up, which was quite surprising. And then for home loans, look at this. After the Wyndham Capital, right, this has ticked up to almost 3x. Okay, but I think this will continue to rise through Q3 and Q4. Okay. Maybe at this point, let's put some numbers. Let's put some numbers of what I expect Q3 to be. Okay, so I'm doing this live. So if I'm a bit slow, please bear with me. So 584k in Q2, because of the student loan coming back, right? I'm looking at about 600k. Let's say I'm looking at 660k, which is quite a lot. Okay, so let's make a nice number. So this will be 69. So almost 7 million members I expect in Q3. Okay, and for this, I'm not going to do any expectations. For student loan, I'm definitely expecting an uptick. I'm looking at minimum maybe 550. Since that the student loans have to be paid. And for personal loans to be constant, okay, I don't think they should keep increasing it. I'm not sure if you continuously increase, is it that good, I think. Yeah. And then for home loans, because home actually, if you look at inflation report, actually is going down and interest rates are going up. Maybe they might not get that much. Maybe you can expect a 400,000 here. So if you look at this, then it's this plus this plus this, and that will be a 4.7 million quarter. Yeah. So that would be a good increase. Okay, and revenue. So for me, revenue actually didn't really rise, and then expenses actually went up. Okay, so the contribution profit for lending actually went down. So this wasn't something I really liked. And for technology platform, okay, it did a good reversal, and it reached all-time high again. I'm still not seeing the big client that they promised us about. So I really hope to see a big client, and if there is, right, this can bring us to 100,000, 100 million in revenue. Right now we're not seeing it, but I sure hope they get it in Q3. And if so, this one can give us the big client, right? Can bring us to 150 million accounts. Okay. So if we go back all the way down, right? So if we see, okay, so the Sofi Bank deposits wasn't as high as the bank, I can't remember what, the FEIDC report that came out. Okay, but I think we can still definitely get 15 billion in deposits. Okay, which will give us a good 2.3 billion increase again. And then for revenue, okay, Wall Street is expecting 515 million. Okay, for the previous quarter, we beat by 2.14%, which wasn't that great to me. I'm expecting to pull this off, you need to at least do better than this. Maybe 550. Okay, because we will increase significantly from here. Okay, and the profits, I'm expecting it to go up a lot. Yep. So let's say it's 550. And then my expenses. Okay, I hope I I think I think we should break even in Q3. Like although we have been promising Q4, profitable by Q4, but actually I was expecting this quarter to be near, but it was such a miss. Yeah. So I don't know about this. Yeah. So EPS, I'm expecting 0. Okay, fine. I'll put 0.01 just for just to have a number there. Yeah, but I'm expecting this. Um, yeah, and the EPS meet wasn't that impressive for me. Yeah, I expected them to do much better, so that's why. Um, yeah, so that's why I wasn't too impressed with the results. Okay, but let's take a look at what uh, another famous researcher who does a lot of due diligence on SoFi says about this. Okay, let's take a look at this website. Okay, by Data Driven Investing. Okay, I think it's by Chris. So he does really good research on SoFi, which I always look at it. I think it's really one league above other YouTubers who do due diligence on SoFi. So let's take a look at what are the key things that he highlighted for the Q2. I'm just gonna skip through this. He talked about Apple, okay, and then he he thinks it's really good on the results. I think they were in the video SoFi earnings itself with a few other YouTubers. So let's see. Okay, so for direct deposits, right? Okay, he pointed out that look at this trend, right? You're gonna see that Ally, Lending Club and Discover, right, all have been trending downwards. Okay, so far is the only one that it's matching or it's still matching its deposit growth. So that's because we can see that SoFi is giving really high interest rate right now, about 4.5%, and then has promised to many customers, right? They actually uh, opened up their deposits, right? The high interest rate, right? To not only those that can give direct deposits, but also to those who can deposit 5K for those freelancers, 5K per month in fresh funds. So that's something they promise and they are really rolling it out. So in terms of deposit, that's good. Okay, that's good growth, and with this we can get much better rates for lending our funds out. Okay, and then for customer acquisition costs, okay, you can see that for Q2 is the first time that it really trend down quite a bit. But to be honest, right, I still think it's way expensive. Like over 300 bucks is too expensive for getting customers. Um, so Tanner always says that for a new bank they really get it at very low rates, which I think is the whole point about growing a moat. But one point to contradict that, right, is that for quarter over quarter membership growth, right, actually Q2 we have this the huge highest increase ever. So actually it's trending down. So this is something we should keep in mind looking for going forward to see if they can really decrease their customer acquisition costs. Okay, and that's about it. So moving forward, right? I'm expecting a bounce, okay, next week for SoFi stock because it's been trending down, right, for 9 straight trading days since the earnings release, and it's even lower than the price it was before earnings. But that is not surprising to me. It has always been like that. I don't know why. I think this manipulation it's always there, or just there are too many swing traders there, like just like me. I used to be against the other side, but then I realized that if you just keep holding on, in the end Um, Now there could be gains that could be made. Yeah. So I'm really a long SoFi shareholder. But I've decided that don't get too emotional with the stock, the business. That's when you actually might lose more money in the long run. So that's why I swing traded it as well. Um, I actually I actually did not believe that it will go this low. So at around 9 something, I bought more shares. I think 980 or something like that. And then about 950 or 940 something like that, I bought more. Just a bit more to DCA in. And now it's at 8 plus. Um, I'm a bit tight on cash right now, so I won't be buying any more soon unless it drops below my average, which I think my average is about 8-ish. I don't know the exact price because I've been buying and selling so much options and stuff. I don't know, but I think it's about 8. And if it does drop below 8, I'm definitely buying. The tailwinds for SoFi shares, which I've shared many times, right, is student loans coming back. And in this big rally that we saw here, okay, they can say that the thing is priced in this SoFi, but I don't think so, because student loans coming back, right, is such a lucrative business for us. It's gonna give so much more EBITDA and um then earnings, net income earnings for us. So I think that's a really big tailwind coming in, as well as the home loans coming back finally. So we stopped depending on just personal loans. However, I do want to highlight that Chris, the CFO for SoFi, actually said that we are expecting stock-based compensation to go up in the next 2 quarters, which is something I really don't like. I don't know why they're doing it. We have to see if how much it affects their top line and bottom line. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah. So I'll continue to share if I buy or sell any more trades in the upcoming weeks. And see you in the next one. Thank you.